In this video, we're going to walk through setting up Stripe for the first time. And from here, to get started, what we're going to do is, once you are in Valstorm, like you can see here, is you'll go over to a sandbox that you've created so that then you can just test things out without any effect on your production data in either system. So right here, I'll switch over to the sandbox. And from here, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. And from there, I can choose the marketplace. If you don't see the marketplace, you could also search for it up here. Some other things you will need before you install it is make sure that you've installed CPQ and usage-based billing. Now, after that, type in for Stripe and install it. Start to kick off an installation in the background. And then from here, what I can do is I can go onboarding guide. Right here, you'll see the onboarding page. Click on that. And then you can scroll down to Stripe. Now, what you'll want to do is also make sure that you are logged into the correct Stripe account that you want to play with. Make sure that you have switched over to your sandbox to do the connection. Now, once we click this Stripe button, we'll land at the onboarding page where you can now click to authenticate with Stripe. This will then bring you to the installation page where you'll see our application that says Valstorm integration. And then from here, at the very bottom, there will be install app in Sandbox. When you go to install it in the live account, it will say something a little bit different, but right now I'm going to go ahead and click install. It'll then start to take us back to Valstorm. And you should see that you receive a success and that it is successfully connected. From here, you will go back up to the top and look for Stripe onboarding. Click on that. Step 1 is now complete because you're authenticated, and you can click next to go on and now sync the historical data. So this would bring over anything that you have, customers, products, prices, etc., into the system so that then you are set up. Now, I'll go ahead and click it, and it's going to start to do this all in the background. For me, I have nothing in my Stripe account yet since we're starting completely fresh. But that now has you at least up and running with Stripe. Next up, we're going to go into Stripe. And from here, what we'll do is create a product. So once I go in, I'll name it. Then I'm going to add the amount. I'm going to leave it as recurring as a monthly bill. I'll click add. And then once it is added, I can head over to Valstorm. We'll switch over to the billing workspace so we can focus on these objects. We'll click into product and we'll see that our new user license is here. When I click into it, there's also going to be the associated price for the user license that is synced over from Stripe. It's now time for us to go ahead and go through the actual sales motion where we'll move from a lead all the way to a closed customer and see the revenue actually be created and brought into Valstorm. So first things first, head up to the top workspace and we will switch back to B2B sales. From here, you can go and click into lead. Then you can click the create button, name your lead, add an email that you are okay with receiving a Stripe invoice to, and then anything else that you would like to for your testing purposes. Right now I'll save, and from here I'm just going to go ahead and convert the lead. Once converted, that generates out an opportunity for us to work on, and when I click on the opportunity, we can now add in as well a company. So we'll create the company and name it, save it, and then from here, what we can do is go ahead and move this over to 1. And what will happen is that an account will be generated for the new 1 client because we haven't had an account yet with this company. When you click into the account, what's going to happen is that they are going to be created and sync over to Stripe. Now, one thing I can also do is head over to Stripe now and see that. So we'll head to the customers and see Acme Corp here. I'm going to edit this one to add in an email address to receive any of the invoices to, and we'll update the customer. That will end up syncing back into Valstorm as well. And now we're ready to actually put them on a subscription. From here, we can go back into Stripe, go to the top right and click Create Subscription. We can now add our brand new user license pricing along with however many that we need to add. I'll put in 5. And now we can create the test subscription. We could not create the subscription because there is no payment source attached as of right now. So what we're going to do is we'll scroll further down and just add the test payment method. And once this is filled out, then you can go with the automatically charge payment method on file. Which will then have them set up. And from here, we can head back into Valstorm, click on subscription, and we'll see that now it did pop in. Clicking through, we now have this subscription with this customer, and the status is marked as active. Heading back into Stripe, once the payment goes through, then we'll see this information here. And so we can actually go and look for an invoice, and we'll see that there is an invoice here in Stripe. And when we go back to Valstorm, we will also be able to find it. So clicking back to that account, I can go to invoice, find it, see that it is paid. And now we have the total of $125 here. And from here, we can actually go and use this to go and see all this information coming in through our dashboard. We'll go to the global search, look for dashboard, click it, and then look at invoicing to see that we've generated $125 here in the month of July, and that it is assigned to Acme Corp. And so as your accounts grow, then you'll be able to see them distributed by their actual spend, as well as when all of that is coming in too. These can be edited and set up to however you need. So if you need much more in-depth data, that's absolutely possible too.